Many doors are made of a single piece of wood, but stile and rail doors contain a rectangular frame around one or more central panels. The term stile refers to the frame's vertical pieces, and rail refers to its horizontal ones. Stile and rail doors come in many different shapes and sizes. They have several components. Some even have sectioned glass panels. They use poplar wood for paint-grade doors. If the door will be stained, customers can choose from several different wood options, including oak, cherry, maple, and African mahogany. They feed the rough lumber through a planer. The first two stations simultaneously shave the top and bottom of the wood. The third station has multiple saw blades that cut the piece into several strips. Workers line up the strips and coat one side with glue. Then they transfer the wood strips to a clamping machine. They stack one piece of a linear strand lumber in between the glued sides of two solid wood strips. Linear strand lumber, called LSL for short, is a piece of lumber made from glued wood fibers. The robot holds the assembly in place for an hour until the glue dries. Then they put this engineered lumber through a glue spreader. It coats the top and bottom surfaces with heat-activated glue. They sandwich the lumber between two thin sheets of wood called veneer. For a paint-grade door, they use ultra-thin MDF, medium-density fiberboard instead. MDF is a man-made material with a smooth, paint-friendly surface. They place the pieces into a hot press for 2 minutes. The heat activates the glue, while the pressure flattens the veneer against the lumber. These pieces will become the door's stiles and rails. The panels inside the stiles and rails are made of MDF. For a stained door, workers apply the veneer before they contour the pieces. Workers carve the pieces using a shaper machine. They change the machine heads in order to cut different designs. The workers used a different shaper machine to carve the inside edge of the stiles. They also drilled holes for the dowels of the adjoining rails. They applied glue, then attached the matching bottom rail to the first stile. They insert the panel into a groove in the rail and stile. They are assembling a two-panel door, so next they fit a middle rail and another panel. They install a top rail and then the second stile. They place the newly assembled door in a large clamping machine. It applies pressure on the door for an hour while the glue dries. The machine transfers the door to a cutting table. Then, a computer-guided saw trims the top and bottom of the door. The machine switches to a different tool that bevels the edge of the door. It switches tools again and drills holes for the door's hardware. The stile and rail door is now ready for finishing. Workers sand the surface to prepare it for either staining or painting. Then the stained doors receive a coat of sealer and 2 coats of clear lacquer. This protects the wood surface. The panels used in stile and rail doors are never glued in place. They sit inside the frame. This leaves space for the wood and MDF to naturally expand without warping or cracking the door.